We are tracking the snow this morning, and it continues to come down. It's accumulating, too. I have everything you need to know in your First Warn forecast seconds away.
You know, I won't miss words. It is very brazen. It's something that's very concerning to me.
Madison's first homicide of the year. A man shot in broad daylight outside the Dane County Jail. What we know so far. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Leah Lynchine.
And I'm Chris Stanford. The biggest story of the morning that's going to impact the most people is some snow. It is falling quick, and at some points, it is pretty darn heavy.
It is also starting to accumulate. You can see it on the sides of the roads. The roads themselves quite wet. Chris Reese is tracking your morning commute this morning, telling you where and when we're seeing that snow. Chris.
Yeah, we're seeing it right now across pretty much all of southern Wisconsin. We have winter weather advisories, folks, until noon today for Dane County and areas to the north. So this is what we are watching. We've seen this snow transition, or this rain transition over to snow as we've gone through about the past hour and a half here, and now it's going to be snow for pretty much all of us. One thing I want to highlight, we're seeing a band of snow to our north and west, yes, but there's also some drier air in between. Your best snow is going to be in this line from essentially Darlington up to just north of Manitowoc, and everywhere southeast of that line will pick up the most snow as we go throughout today. In fact, the farther east you are, odds are the slightly higher your totals wind up being. In Madison, it's all snow right now, a heavier band on the west town side of the belt line there. That's starting to move through. This is going to be pushing over Lake Mendota towards downtown and Highway 51, Stoughton Road, as we go through the next couple of moments. Verona, the snow's a little bit heavier there. That's working its way towards Oregon and Highway 14 as well. So as you get ready to head out the door, if those are some of the routes that you take that I just named, you're going to see some lowered visibility in the process. Janesville, you're seeing some snow as well. The radar wants to show a little pocket of rain. It's pretty much all snow at this point coming down throughout parts of Janesville too. The capital hazy, look at the temperature. 32. This is now cold enough that if it snows hard enough, you really have no problem overcoming the warm roadways out there. And that's why I really want you to use caution. It's 30 in the Dells, 32 in Monroe, same for Watertown and Juneau, 34 in Janesville, but this colder air is starting to filter its way on in. We'll continue to track this snow throughout your morning commute, 6:30, 7, even 7:30. It's not until 8:30 that we'll start to turn off the steadiest of that snow, but we'll continue to see snow showers and flurries throughout the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures top out at 35. We'll cool down overnight tonight all the way down into the lower 20s, and then we'll see more 20s as we start to move into parts of your Friday morning. Overall, I'm looking at additional snowfall of less than an inch, but we've already picked up probably half an inch or so. So we'll end up in that 1 to 2 inch range of snowfall overall before all is said and done. But I'll tell you what, here's your commute impact. Snowy roads this morning. By the afternoon and evening, we'll start to see those road conditions improve, but we're still going to see the snow showers and flurries throughout your afternoon and evening as well. Maybe some slick spots around lunchtime, but for the evening, we should greatly be improved at that point. 46 tomorrow. So any snow that falls today with the sunshine and temperatures in the 40s, that will melt tomorrow, but we could see some additional snow tomorrow night into Saturday morning before that goes over to rain. Speaking of rain, there's a lot more of it in that forecast, especially as we move towards next week.
All right, Chris, thank you. To some breaking overnight news now. A teenager is in custody after walking around a Target pushing and punching customers and employees.
It happened at the Target on Junction Road, just off of Mineral Point Road on the west side. Police say the suspect was walking around the store in nothing but his underwear. Witnesses say the teen appeared to be breathing heavily but wasn't saying anything. When officers arrived, they tried to taser the suspect, who ended up hitting an officer in the head. That teen now facing multiple charges of disorderly conduct and battery.
To a developing story this morning, we are expecting an update sometime today into the city of Madison's first homicide of the year.
This happened just outside the Dane County Jail in broad daylight yesterday afternoon. The victim in this case shot multiple times. They had to be rushed to the hospital, but he died of his injuries. As of now, he's only being identified as a man in his 30s. Chief Sean Barnes commenting on the brash nature of this murder.
It's something that's very concerning to me, and it should be concerning to everyone that someone would do this in daytime in between the sheriff's department and the police department.
2 people are in custody as persons of interest, not suspects at this time. The 2 were found on Rimrock Road just off of John Nolan Drive. Chief Sean Barnes also saying the family of the victim has been helping with the investigation. Now, again, we are expecting an update from Madison Police today. We'll be pushing any new details in real time through our mobile app. You can stay up to date on this first homicide of the year over on our Channel 3000 News app.
In Rock County this morning, Beloit police say a 19-year-old is in custody in that fatal shooting that happened in a high school parking lot this year. Amari Goodall, who's from Madison, was arrested yesterday after officers got a tip about his whereabouts. The shooting happened January 29th in the Beloit Memorial High School parking lot after a basketball game. 19-year-old Jayon Broomfield was shot and later died at the hospital. Goodall will need to be extradited on the charge of first-degree reckless homicide before he can appear in Rock County Court.
Here in Dane County, a judge is ordering Wisconsin Assembly Speaker Robin Vos to be held in contempt for failing to produce emails and text messages related to the investigation he ordered into the presidential election. The judge wrote, Vos and state assembly leaders, quote, have chosen to willfully violate a court order and are now held in contempt.
Continuing coverage this morning, a new Marquette Law School national survey finds nearly 2-to-1 support for the nomination of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson to the U.S. Supreme Court. Judge Jackson seen as very qualified by 46% of the public and somewhat qualified by 42%, while 12% see her as not qualified. The director of the Marquette Law School poll, Charles Franklin, says if Jackson is confirmed, it probably won't shift the court's leanings.
We're not in reality likely to change much about the court. This is not flipping a court from 5-4 one way to 5-4 the other way. Still, the public sees that she might shift the court in a more liberal direction a little bit.
62% of those polled nationally had an opinion of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, higher than any current justice. In January, the highest poll result was 55% for Clarence Thomas.
U.S. Senator Susan Collins is the first Republican to openly support Judge Jackson's nomination. She made that decision yesterday. Here's what she had to say.
In the end, I decided that she had the qualifications, the experience, and the credentials that we require of a Supreme Court justice and warranted my support.
Senator Collins says while she didn't always agree with Judge Jackson's conclusions, when looking at her case history, she is confident the judge took time to reach those decisions in a detailed and thoughtful manner.
Making telehealth more accessible. It's the latest initiative from the governor's office. The state is investing $5 million in grants for the cause. Governor Evers making the announcement yesterday in Merrill.
Our ability to serve people in the state has always been limited by, frankly, the number of healthcare providers, but also people having access and affordable access to it. And so we're very hopeful that this grant program will make a significant difference, especially in rural Wisconsin.
Funding will come from the American Rescue Plan Act. Half of the $5 million will be used for child psychiatric services. The other half will be for health providers to establish access points.
Later today on ESPN, we're going to find out if Johnny Davis will go pro or stay for another year with the Badger men's basketball team. He makes that decision sometime between 2 and 3 today on ESPN's NBA Today. With a name like that, you can read between the lines on what he's going to do. Yesterday, Davis was named a Woodward Award finalist and a Wooden Award All-American.
Other Badger basketball news, Ben Carlson has put his name into the transfer portal. The sophomore forward played in 39 games during his 2 years in Madison, finishing with 72 points and 71 rebounds. Carlson's the second member of the year to announce that he is transferring, joining Matthew Morris.
All right, 6:08 now. Coming up, a chance for your family to be featured at Lambeau with a simple snapshot.
And we've got all the sweets in the 608 this morning. Coming up, we're talking about the Creekside Scoop in Cross Plains. Stick around.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
You know when all you can see is this area here? Lines, dark circles.
New Revitalift Eye Serum by L'Oreal with hyaluronic acid plus caffeine. Applied with the triple bead roller. It visibly replumps eye wrinkles and brightens dark circles. New Revitalift Eye Serum by L'Oreal Paris.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the Buffalo Ranch Chicken Pizza.
Actually,
It's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Grilled chicken, crunchy bacon, covered in creamy buffalo sauce. Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the power swabs.
I think white teeth are absolute sexy magnets. I love it.
Power swabs have really made a huge difference on the entire quality and color of my teeth, and I'm very, very happy with them.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth for hot drinks, ice cream, anything hot or cold. Really, really sensitive teeth. With the power swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It is so fast. It is effective.
The great thing about power swabs is that it's just easy to use. To me, it's the best solution for teeth whitening on the market.
Introducing Power Swabs, the 5-minute stain removing and whitening treatment. Apply the Step 1 stain removing cleanser. Use the swab to get in between teeth, around edges, as the blue cleansing detergent is thin enough to get into pores to release stains. Open Swab 2. Duplicate the process. Instantly see up to a full 2-shade difference. That's powerful. Forget gooey trays. Save a fortune on electronics. Forget slippery strips. Imagine your teeth up to 6 shades whiter in a week. Call or visit us online now, and we'll send you the complete Power Swab system. 7 cleansing swabs. 7 Power Swab foaming whitening swabs. Thanks for celebrating hundreds of thousands of satisfied smiles. We're offering them to you right now for this incredible discount. We'll pay your shipping and handling. If you're not fully satisfied, even after day 1, return it for your money back. Laugh more. Smile more. Enjoy life more. Call right now or go online now, and we've been authorized for a limited time to include our on-the-go Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick. It's a $19.95 value, free. With this complete offer, you are saving over 40%. Call or go online now. Brighten your smile and your life now.
Even the smallest surprise can make a big memory worthy of passing on. Kinder Joy. Treat plus new spring toys. A little surprise goes a long way.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Well, here we are, still excited about snow on this last day of March, but it's coming down out here on the weather patio right now, and I will tell you, we're starting to see that snow really cover the grass behind me, including the ground, the concrete now starting to pick up some snow, and that's a reason I want to look at our traffic cameras this morning, because we are watching the road conditions as well, and as we get cold enough for our pavement to start picking up snow, that's where we start to have the concern for some slick spots. So I am watching that for you this morning. This is the Beltline at Fish Hatchery, and I'm not seeing any snow on the roadways as of now, but I can tell you that some of those side roads do have it. That's the reason I'm giving you the yellow light this morning. You're going to run into some of that slushy snow in spots. By the evening commute, I do expect things to fully begin to improve. The snow will be gone. We'll see temperatures above freezing later on this evening. But here's radar that snow does continue to come down. More of that's moving in from the south and west, and that'll continue over the next couple of hours this morning. Once we get towards the evening, that's when that really begins to turn off. But for now, heavier pockets of snow continue to push through Dane County. Rock County seeing heavier pockets of snow as well. The radar really wanting to show some rain there. It is snow falling in Rock County at this point. We'll continue to see that snow for at least the next couple of hours this morning. But once we get to late morning, watch how those snow chances really begin to decrease at this point. 32 degrees, so we're cold enough for the snow to stick to everything at this point. We'll continue to see that snow throughout the rest of the morning as temperatures hang out right around the freezing point. We won't get above that until about lunchtime today. Still, we'll see some snowflakes flying around lunch as well.
All right, Chris Reese on the patio as the snow keeps coming down. We'll check back in with you soon. To the 608 now. We got the scoop on a new ice cream shop now open in Dane County.
Ice cream ain't all they're doing, though. Look at that gentleman up early eating the cotton candy. Josh Priter in Cross Plains this morning. How's it taste, Josh?
Oh, it's fantastic, guys. All the sugar. Can you tell I'm on a sugar rush already this morning? Blue raspberry, right?
Yes.
Blue raspberry. I did the cherry earlier. Now we're on to blue raspberry. It is a party in the 608 this morning, guys. We're checking out the Creekside Scoop in Cross Plains. They've been open around a month now, and they're more than just ice cream. Obviously, they have all of the sweets as well. Katie Rip up early with us this morning. Thank you for having us in here. This place is fantastic.
Thanks for coming.
You know, talk a little bit about the inspiration behind opening up the Creekside Scoop here in Cross Plains.
Yeah, we're from here, so we really wanted to bring something really bright and fun and cheery to the kids and parents in town.
So Creekside Scoop, where did the name come from?
We actually are right across the street from Black Earth Creek, right here in Cross Plains. So we wanted something, creek in the name, because we think that there's going to be a lot of people on the boardwalk outside on the creekside. So, and then of course Scoop.
You know, you have a lot of different options. Obviously, I mentioned the cotton candy, the ice cream. You know, what did all went into deciding what you guys were going to have here in your store?
Actually, we put out quite a few sort of Facebook asks to the community, like what if we did this, what they wanted in ice cream, what they wanted in candy, and we had so many comments from people, and it was really fun to watch sort of the nostalgia of people and their old sort of candy store go-tos. So we brought in some vintage candy and also some new modern stuff too.
Yeah, you mentioned the nostalgia, and I think it's like you get that Willy Wonka feel when you walk in.
Yeah, and I think really the kids that come in, it's just really stimulating, and it's lots of colors, and of course candy always brings kids, opens their eyes a little bit. So yeah, just the color, and we brought in some older stuff, some like root beer barrels and razzles and bottle caps and stuff that people have remembered from their childhood.
So you guys opened about a month ago. You know, the local support has been crucial for you guys really opening up this new business.
Yeah, absolutely, and we really did this for our community. While we love the outside visits from people all around the area, this is really for our friends and neighbors and family and the kids in the community, because there really wasn't something here for them.
So we're going to unveil something pretty special here this morning, April's Shake of the Month, right?
Yes, so these are our crazy happy shakes, and this one that Dale's going to bring in is called For Peeps' Sake.
Oh, for Peeps' sake.
Oh, for
Look
Peeps'
at that.
sake. So this has, it is a blue moon shake. It's got two peeps, a bunny peep, and then also a little bird peep in our cotton candy nest, and then whipped cream and a rock candy and some sour gummies around the edge.
No calories, right?
No. That's the beauty of this place. Every time you walk in, there's no calories.
You know, it's pretty cool because you have, obviously, you know, stuff for the kids, but you have a lot of stuff for the adults, too.
We do have some stuff for the adults. We do have some boozy milkshakes, and we also have beer and Truly on tap, as well as root beer. So our intention for that is this summer we'd really love to have people outside and really enjoying themselves and staying for a while, letting their kids play down at the creek, and they can enjoy a beer or something on the patio.
So right now you're open Thursdays through Sundays, so you'll be open up this afternoon.
We will be open this afternoon on a perfect snowy day.
Yeah.
So we'll be open 2 to 8, Thursday through Sunday until Memorial Day, and then after that we'll be open 7 days a week.
Well, very good, Katie. Thank you so much. Oh, for Peeps' sake, I've been waiting for this moment, guys. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, dive right in. How's it taste?
That is it right there. Color changing spoon here as well. I don't even know how to eat this thing. There's just so much going on. Oh, for Peeps' sake, guys, we're going to send it back to you there in that studio, don't you know?
There's a lot going on there. You get the cotton candy, the Peeps, the rock candy, the milkshake.
Throw in Josh's accent, and it's just a morning to party.
It's like a Bloody Mary for kids.
I just don't even know where to start with this thing.
Look at all of that.
It really is.
Fun.
Thanks, Josh. Hey, if you've got an idea for Josh, let him know. He'd love to come visit and tell the story. So here's how to get a hold of him. He's at Josh Brighter TV on social media, or you can email him in the 608 at WISC-TV.com.
I sense a sugar crash and a nap coming soon for Josh.
For sure.
All right, the Dane County Farmers Market set to start its outdoor season already, just a couple weeks away, April 16th. This year marks 50 years for the market that started in 1972 with just 5 farmers selling their products on the square. It's now the largest producers-only farmers market in the entire country.
Hey, folks, take a look at this contraption. What is that? What the heck are you looking at there? So, headphones created by vacuum maker Dyson. They're called the Zone. They have an air purifying mouth visor to keep allergens and pollution out. Dyson says it took 6 years and 500 prototypes to create a comfortable and effective pair of headphones. Interesting.
Overkill? Maybe. I'd like to see the price behind these.
The vacuum maker getting into the headphone business.
All right. The Packers, they're giving fans a chance to be featured at Lambeau Field. It's for the Packers Everywhere fan favorite contest. Fans can submit a photo to packerseverywhere.com up until April 19th. The winning photo is going to be displayed around Lambeau Field, including on the marquee signs during a game next season. You also receive 2 tickets to that game with airfare and hotel accommodations included.
Pretty cool. NASA reporting a massive solar flare that erupted from the sun on Wednesday afternoon. Check this out. The burst was powerful enough to cause a shortwave radio blackout in some areas. That means that some airline pilots, boat captains, ham radio operators may have noticed the disturbance. More powerful solar flares can pose dangers to satellites, power lines, and even astronauts in space. There is a chance the flare could cause an aurora, a stunning light show in the sky, but no confirmation on that just yet.
Gosh, astronomy just amazes me.
It is fascinating.
Very cool. Okay, it's 6:20 on your Thursday. Let's take a live look at our weather patio this morning. The snow coming down pretty hard at this hour, and it's starting to add up. Look at the inches on the ground already. Chris, continuing to keep an eye on your commute and your kids' bus stop forecast after the break.
In our next half hour, Madison's first homicide of the year. Hear from the police chief on the search for suspects.
A local family's Ukrainian rescue mission, tonight at 10.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobison, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
The Madison Lighting Spring Sale starts soon, but you can pre-shop now. Take 15% off everyday low prices, every brand, every ceiling fan and home accent. Pre-shop the spring sale at Madison Lighting Showroom, Watts Road, Madison.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Inflation has surged to a 40-year high. Democrats declared war on fossil fuels, so gasoline prices are at record levels. President Obama's chief economist says inflation is costing your family $4,000 a year. Why? Because Democrats are printing trillions of dollars to pay for their massive deficit spending. Inflation is the Democrats' tax on the middle class. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message because I'm concerned about rising prices just like you.
For over 50 years, Purina Cat Chow has been helping cats feel at home with trusted nutrition. No wonder it's the #1 dry cat food in America. Come home to Cat Chow.
Menards is your one-stop destination for all things flooring. And right now, you'll save 11% on all of it. We have a great selection from all the top brands, including Great Lakes and Tarkett. Great Lakes vinyl plank is waterproof and has an attached pad for quick installation. Tarkett laminate flooring is durable and easily clicks together. Right now, all Great Lakes and Tarkett flooring is 11% off. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Cobison Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Kevin sharing his morning with us. Look at all the cows.
KCG.
He knows what we like.
Catering. Catering to the demo, that's for sure, KCG.
Isn't that a cool building, too?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, the cows are great. But did you see the building?
You love these old
I
style
love them. I
buildings,
can't
don't
get
you?
enough of them. It looks like that one's been very well taken care of.
Right.
And restored. That's a great photo all the way around, Kevin. Thanks for sharing. As usual, if you want to share your morning, use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media so we can find it.
All right, you got to check out this next story. It's pretty neat. Owl making a little star appearance at a video out in Montana.
Yeah, this was on one of the cameras from the CBS affiliate out in Great Falls.
Hi, bud.
Isn't that cool?
Is anybody there?
You rarely see owls this up close.
Is this thing on?
They're fairly elusive, right?
I really see this as like someone's like grandparent be like, now how do I work this thing? Hold on. So what's a selfie? What is
it recording? Is it on now?
This is really what the phone sees when you think your Zoom meeting camera is off, but it's not.
Exactly right.
This is what we're all looking at.
Hilarious.
Oh, it's good. Hey, outside this morning, we have a lot of snow coming down. Chris, you were just out on the patio, and it looks like you were out on the patio and all that snow.
I don't know if they can tell at home, but I wanted to wear the jacket just because I'm still covered.
You're glistening. It looks like glitter.
I'm loving this. This is awesome. This is awesome. I know it's the last day of March, and I promise tomorrow I'll be done with snow. Or April Fool's. I'm not sure about that one. But I'm enjoying it today. I feel like it's been so elusive all winter, so we're going to have fun with it. A lot of us may be out of school, but some of us are still going to have school today. I know my friend Ty is watching right now. He's on spring break, so yeah. No, here in Madison or outside of Madison, some of them still have school, and you're going to be going today. There are no snow days or delays or closings at this point. You're going to be dealing with the snow if you are out and about. Temperatures around freezing this morning. They'll start to warm up towards the mid-30s for your highs later on this afternoon. But here's the radar. That snow continues to move in as promised, and we're starting to see some of that filling in to the west as that band starts to interact. That's a live look from the station. Woo! Right now. Oh, this is awesome. 32 degrees right now as well, so do be careful. We're seeing some of that stick to the roadways.
All right, thanks, Chris. We'll keep tracking that snow when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Every parent I talk to wants to be sure they're doing all they can to protect their kids from COVID-19. As a Wisconsin pediatrician, I tell them the COVID-19 vaccines for kids has been thoroughly tested and is proven to be safe for ages 5 and up. Getting your child a COVID-19 vaccine is the most effective way to help kids stay safe and in school. Ask your child's doctor what they think.
You heard the jingle, man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Get up and go!
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Ask your doctor about Botox today.
People said we couldn't run a successful business using progressive values, but that's exactly what we did. That's how we built the Bucks Arena. we made sure our minority and women-owned businesses were able to grow with it. Paying good wages, using materials made in Wisconsin, all done in an environmentally sustainable way. That's the type of thinking we need in the U.S. Senate. We're not going to just talk about issues. I'm going to go to Washington and deliver. I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
At Pick and Save, every free pickup order is picked fresh and packed with care, or we'll make it right. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Someone was just shot in the head outside of the building here, 211 South Carroll. Gunshot wound to the head. Suspect vehicle outbound on Wilson.
Thank you for joining us this morning, everyone. Our top story this morning, a tragic and jarring homicide happening in broad daylight in downtown Madison.
The first for the city this year. But first, we have to start with our top story, an alert day in store. The snow already coming down out there. Chris Reese is keeping track of your morning commute conditions. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, good morning. One of the things I'm watching at this point is the snow that's accumulating on the pavement. In our parking lot, on our patio, we're starting to see the snow accumulate on concrete, and I'm also starting to see some of that snow accumulate on the road on Fish Hatchery Road. Thankfully, the traffic is moving, and that's going to keep the pavement temperatures for the most part warm enough, but you're going to run into some slushy spots. Here's the belt line. You see the shoulders are snow covered, but the actual lanes, our road crews have been out doing a phenomenal job this morning. Hats off to them on this March 31st, still being out salting our roads for the commute. Out like a lion. That's what March is doing for us. I'll tell you what, though, I don't expect the roads to become completely covered like what we typically see in a winter storm, say if this were January or so. So I'm only going to give you the yellow light for the morning commute. You're going to run into some slush in spots. By the evening commute, we are really going to see those conditions begin to improve. But right now, this is what we're tracking. That snow continues to come down, my friends. We've watched it fill in, and now we're starting to see that interaction between the band to the west and the main moisture moving northward from the south. So I've seen some additional snow develop on that western side of Dane County. All of that's got to be working its way into town. But the belt line, you're getting the snow. The interstate on the eastern side of town, Stoughton Road, 51. This is where we're seeing a heavier pocket right now. So if you're traveling these roads, your visibility is going to be the lowest. Another heavier pocket starting to approach Highway 14 coming in from Oregon this morning. So that's going to be a spot of some lowered visibility as well. The more heavier pockets are developing out towards the west. Janesville, the radar finally catching up. It is all snow, a heavier pocket moving towards Bradford as we speak. And then we'll watch this band. This will start to end things, but it's going to take a while for that band to actually get here, likely not truly arriving until we get you towards really almost 9 o'clock. But notice temperatures stay around freezing for the most part as we go throughout today. We've already seen about an inch of snow. Additional accumulation will generally be less than an inch, so our snow totals will be on the order of 1 to 2 inches when all is said and done. But beyond that, we start to look forward, and temperatures warm up for your Friday. Look for those highs into the 40s. 40s on Saturday as well, 40s for most of next week, with rain chances almost every day next week as well.
More wet weather in the forecast, but this morning, no, that snow is going to keep coming down right during the morning commute. We will keep tracking it here for the next 28 minutes on News 3 Now this morning. Make sure to have that weather app handy this morning, folks, too. It's going to come in real handy.
Yes, you can download it. Just search Channel 3000 Weather in your app store. You're going to want to keep an eye on the snow as it continues to come down this morning. We're hoping to see it cleared up by your evening commute. Okay, 6:32, time to get to our other top story this morning. Madison police investigating the first homicide of the year. A brazen crime in broad daylight outside the Dane County Jail.
A man in his mid-30s is dead this morning. Officers say they do have 2 people of interest in custody. Police will be giving some more details on this investigation later today, but this morning we know that an officer quickly found the victim and attempted to save his life as others responded.
I'm very proud of the Madison Police Department today. Not only do we have 2 persons of interest, as I stated before, in custody, but to encounter this ongoing dangerous situation selflessly, the way that they did. I'm very proud of the way that they operated.
The victim died at the hospital. Chief Barnes says the family of the victim has been helping with this investigation as officers tried to comfort them.
I want my detectives to be focused on investigating this crime and trying to determine what links that there may be.
Barnes says again that the people taken into custody at this time are considered persons of interest and not suspects. The two were found on Rimrock Road near John Nolan Drive.
Among the questions we hope to get answered today, the motive behind the murder. We'll be pushing those late-breaking details from today's police press conference straight to our Channel 3000 mobile app. You can download it today in your app store.
A man in the hospital this morning with potentially life-threatening injuries after a stabbing. It happened in Monona on Gate Road last night. Police say that they have taken one person into custody on a parole violation. The investigation's ongoing.
To the war in Ukraine now. The northern town of Sloboda has been retaken by Ukrainian forces. In this video posted to social media, you can see a bombed-out, inflamed Russian tank still on fire there, with thick white smoke in the background as well. Now, the White House says senior advisors to Russian President Vladimir Putin are afraid to tell him the truth about the war.
We believe that Putin is being misinformed by his advisors about how badly the Russian military is performing.
In Kyiv, Ukrainian officials say Russia didn't let up in its shelling of Ukraine's capital, despite a pledge to scale back assaults in northern areas. And back stateside, more than a dozen law enforcement agencies in Iowa are showing their support for Ukraine. They've collected hundreds of pieces of much-needed equipment for them. Things like body armor vests, helmets, ballistic shields. The state is working with the Consulate General of Ukraine in Chicago to help distribute those items to Europe.
Now to our coronavirus headlines. A new study done by the UK Health Security Agency is showing that infection-induced immunity against Omicron doesn't last long. This is causing doctors in Wisconsin to renew efforts to encourage that everyone get vaccinated and boosted.
Because we see this range of symptoms, range of immune responses to an infection, it's really important to boost that immune response up with getting that vaccine.
Meanwhile, the Biden administration launching a new website, covid.gov, as a one-stop online resource for information about vaccines, tests, treatments, and masks. It also features a new test-to-treat locator tool to help people access more than 2,000 locations that offer COVID-19 tests and antiviral pills.
The Biden administration plans to end pandemic restrictions on the U.S.-Mexico border. The policy, Title 42, was started by the Trump administration under CDC directive and then extended by this current administration. The rule allows Border Patrol to swiftly deport migrants without the opportunity to seek asylum. Customs and Border officials say close to 2 million migrants have been expelled under the policy, 70% under the Biden administration. Border officials say they won't be prepared to help asylum seekers if the order does end in May.
They're going to come across. And we're going to need more manpower. I mean, we're stretched so thin as it is. I'm one deputy, and I'm here, and we're trying our best.
Estimates say there are already at least 10,000 migrants camping across the border, waiting for Title 42 to expire so they can seek help. Agriculture officials say the Jefferson County poultry farm where the bird flu was found is now depopulated. The state's Department of Agriculture says all of the birds at the farm have now been killed and compost disposal efforts have started. Nearly 3 million chickens are being destroyed. The dead birds are being taken to a field owned by the same farm 8 miles away to be composted.
There are 2 finalists left to become the Janesville school superintendent. One of the finalists has withdrawn. Cassandra Shugg currently serves as the superintendent of Watertown Unified School District. She told the Janesville School Board that she's taking her name out of the running. Janesville school officials have not given a reason why. That leaves Manitowoc Superintendent Mark Holzman and Stone Bank Superintendent Ryan Crone. Steve Popel, Janesville's current superintendent, is retiring at the end of the year.
The Boscobel City Clerk says misprinted ballots were the result of a, quote, perfect storm. City Clerk Misty Molzoff says she was able to find the error quickly. The candidates for 2 districts had been flipped, causing an error in the absentee ballots for 32 voters. New ballots have now been reprinted and given to those affected.
There was a whole lot of changes with redistricting, and that's kind of the start of that.
The key thing clerks want you to know, none of this affects the integrity of the April 5th election. The machines in Boscobel won't even accept the ballots from that earlier misprint.
All right, 6:38, we continue tracking the snow out there as it starts to pile up and accumulate on the grass and even some pavement. We'll get the latest from Chris Reese here in just a moment.
And get your family reading this weekend with a 4-day event to benefit UW libraries.
And we're getting nostalgic in the 608 this morning. Just ahead, we are live at the Creekside Scoop in Cross Plains with all the yummy goodness. Stick around.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Spring Semi-Annual Sale is happening right now. For a limited time only, save up to 40% off clearance and special buy appliances. Plus, pay no interest for 12 months. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart, inside Ashley off the Beltline at East Springs Drive.
It's Ford Truck Month, America. With new inventory arriving daily, it's time to get after it in a Ford F-150 and a Ford Ranger. Stop by your local Ford dealer today and let us help you custom order your truck your way. Then we'll get after building it. It's Ford Truck Month. Visit your local Ford dealer today. Order your F-150 to lock in 0% financing for 66 months and $500 cash, plus an extra $1,000 retailer order bonus.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs.
CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
You know when all you can see is this area here? Lines, dark circles.
New Revitalift Eye Serum by L'Oreal with hyaluronic acid plus caffeine. Applied with the triple bead roller. It visibly replumps eye wrinkles and brightens dark circles. New Revitalift Eye Serum by L'Oreal Paris.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the Buffalo Ranch Chicken Pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Grilled chicken, crunchy bacon, mozzarella, covered in creamy buffalo sauce. Now that is an expression.
At Papa Murphy's, we make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
In my oven.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Ashley's Spring Semi-Annual Sale is happening now. Spruce up this season with store-wide furniture savings. For a limited time, discounts up to 54% off. Plus, get an additional 10% off and pay no interest for 36 months. It's the Spring Semi-Annual Sale, only at Ashley.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. We're in the 608 with the scoop on a new ice cream shop now open in Dane County.
This place is so much more than just ice cream, too.
Oh, yeah.
They've even got some nostalgic candy to bring you back and drinks like this, like what Josh is sipping on right now. Tell us about what you've got, Josh.
Crazy Happy Shake. This is called Oh for Pete's Sake. They just unveiled this. This is going to be April's Shake of the Month, guys. So you're learning this right here first on News 3 Now this morning in the 608 special. We have got this morning Katie Ripp, owner here of the Creekside Scoop, and obviously more than just ice cream here at the store. You guys really are bringing back a lot of nostalgic things here.
Yeah, we sort of wanted to put a little modern spin on an old vintage ice cream parlor with some candy.
So you opened up about a month ago. How have things been going so far?
Fantastic. We've had fantastic community support and lots of people coming in from outside the area as well. It's spring break, so I mean, even though it doesn't look like it, but it's spring break, so a lot of kids have been off school, so we've been able to meet a lot of new people, and we really just wanted to bring people to Cross Plains. We love this place. So.
And it's the local support that has really kept you guys going too.
Absolutely. I mean, everywhere. We own 2 other businesses here, and Cross Plains has been a huge supporter of us and our staff. And we could not do this without our amazing staff. We've got a lot of local people working for us, and we just, we love them.
So right now we've already made the cotton candy. We did the ice cream. Now we've got the build your own candy bar right here.
Yes. So we've got bulk candy. The tubes there you'll see are Jelly Bellies and Skittles at the end there. So you can, and everything is the same price, so you can just fill your own bag. and we weigh it and pay for it, and you're out the door.
You know, what was kind of the inspiration in creating some of this stuff right here?
We had toured a couple of different candy shops around Wisconsin, especially up north. There's lots of really cool candy shops. So we had taken a vacation last year and tried to tour a few of those places. And then we took a little bit of inspiration from everywhere, as well as certainly Pinterest and Facebook and a bunch of places that people are sharing all over the place. So we've taken a little bit of inspiration from everywhere.
You know, we talked about that nostalgia. Some of the stuff that's along here is from my time. There was something that I don't even know about. What do you have out here on the table here?
Yeah, so these are those wax bottles, which please let us know if you have seen these before. But these are, they're basically filled with sugar, and you just nip the head off. They're called nip and licks. And you nip the head off and suck the juice out. And so this is from my time.
That's from your time. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that...
I'm aging myself here, but
especially like today's kids have never seen before.
For sure, absolutely. And we've got some newer stuff, but yes, lots of old stuff like some wacky wafers and sugar babies and things that maybe kids right now wouldn't know, like the candy buttons that you get a little paper with every time you eat one.
So right now you guys are open limited hours, so Thursday through Sunday, so you will be open later today.
Yes, absolutely. We open at 2 o'clock today until 8 o'clock, Thursday through Sunday until Memorial Day, and then we'll be open 7 days a week.
Well, very good, Katie. Yeah. Thank you so much. Do you think I've had enough sugar this morning? I don't know.
Sure. There's still a chance.
And there's still a chance, guys. Look at this. I've got the Crazy Happy Shake. I've got the candy. What don't I have this morning?
Ice cream.
You guys are going to be in for some fun.
Where's the ice cream? You got an ice cream shop, Josh.
The ice cream is right behind here, guys. We've got the ice cream, Sassy Cow ice cream. So again, that focus on local, really, really huge here at the Creekside Scoop. So you've got it all right here in the 608. There's so many options, it's hard to choose. I've got stuff right and left all over the place, guys.
So many options for you to choose for what you're going to bring back to us. Take your time. Think about what my favorite flavors are.
You know it.
Thank you, Josh Bright.
I hope I make the right choice, guys.
Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him in the 608 at WISC-TV.com.
Happening this week, the Friends of UW Libraries hosting their annual spring book sale. Over the last 24 years, the organization has raised more than $1 million for the UW library system through this twice-yearly book sale. They have one in spring and one in fall. The group is selling more than 750 boxes worth of donated books to fundraise.
And what's here is, you know, the community gets to enjoy anew. So it's a great way, a great sustainable way to recycle books that you may no longer need.
Every day up until Saturday, the prices get cheaper. Today, there's no entry fee. You can check them out over at the Memorial Library on campus from 10:30 until 7. By Saturday, all you have to do is pay $5 to fill a full bag with whatever you can fit inside.
How about that? Hey, continuing coverage here, the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences says it asked actor Will Smith to leave Sunday's Oscar Awards after slapping Chris Rock on stage, but Smith refused. The Academy's board met yesterday to initiate disciplinary proceedings against Smith. They say disciplinary action could include suspension, expulsion, or other sanctions.
The family of actor Bruce Willis revealing he's suffering from a medical condition that's affecting his cognitive abilities and forcing him to retire from acting. Willis was recently diagnosed with aphasia. It's a condition that impacts the ability to communicate and can be caused by a stroke, a head injury, a brain tumor, or a disease. All right, 6:47 now. Let's turn over to Chris Reese with another look at the weather out there. He is loving all this snow. Where are the snow angels, Chris?
Oh, my God. Well, we don't have enough snow on the ground for me to make a snow angel right now, at least not here on the patio, but nothing makes me happier than being right out here in the snow, and it's still March 31st at this point. I cannot seem to get tired of snow. I love it. But this is what we are dealing with out here this morning, and we are cold enough that we're seeing it stick to the pavement at this point. Of course, you see it's white behind me, and we're going to continue to see that snow as we go throughout the morning, my friends. I want to take a moment and highlight some of the road conditions that we are seeing across the state. Everywhere that you see in purple, this is where you have slippery stretches. So we don't have any roads that are just completely snow covered at this point, but we are dealing with the slippery stretches everywhere in that purple or pinkish shading. Here's what we're looking at right now. This is the belt line at Fish Hatchery. That belt line really in good shape, but we are still seeing at least some snow start to accumulate on Fish Hatchery Road. Here's what I want to do. I want you to use caution as you go to work this morning. By the evening commute, we really should start to see at least some improvements out there. But that snow continues to come down on radar. More moving in from the south as that band moves in from the north and west as well. But that snow continues throughout Dane County and Rock counties this morning. Those are some of the areas where it is snowing at its hardest. So as you continue to head out the door, please use some of that caution for me. Also, the temperature 31, so we're below freezing at this point. I want to give you guys an opportunity as well to download our First Warn weather app. This is going to come full screen, but if you take out your phone, point it at the screen and open up the camera, it'll take you to where you can download the app. This snow continues throughout the morning, folks, and I want you to get your weather information from a trusted source. We're certified most accurate, and we're your First Warn weather team. We've been telling you about this incoming snow really all week long, and as that chance continued to increase, we brought that to you, and we want to continue to bring that to you as the snow continues throughout the morning.
Chris Reese, who is the kid in the candy store today, Josh or Chris?
It is me. Oh my gosh. No, I'm way more excited than Josh is about the ice cream. Oh my goodness. This is my happy place. This is my happy place. If I didn't have to come back in studio, I'd be hanging out here while this snow came down. And after the show, I'm sure I'll find myself out here a lot more too.
Hey, we'll do the weather for you.
All right.
You just enjoy it.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you later. I'm going to go hang out.
See you, Chris. I would much rather it be snowing like this than raining, though.
Exactly.
Oh, how miserable is that when it's 33 degrees and raining outside? That was my commute in.
We're Team Chris.
We've been in a drought this entire year. So yes, it's snow on the last day of March, but we need this. This is moisture for our ground, friends.
There you go. There's a silver lining.
Chris, thank you very much. 6:50 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, President Biden speaking today on how he plans to help cut gas prices.
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to the kiddos turning 3 today, including Whitley and my daughter Edith. It's her 6th birthday today.
3 times 2.
Happy birthday, honey. Love you.
What a cutie.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow. Perfect. I think red is more me. Giddy up.
Right now, you can get 2.49% APR for 60 months on Toyota's most popular 2022 models, including Corolla, Camry, Tundra, RAV4, or Highlander.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk so they can actually see how this works. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is wholly words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags? And
Yeah.
you would,
I
your
mean,
morning routine.
It absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. Apply it underneath your eyes, fine line wrinkles, forehead lines. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. an international sensation, but you haven't heard them.
Here for you in a heartbeat. SSM Health, Heart and Vascular Care.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
Police say they have 2 people of interest in custody in Madison's first homicide of the year. It happened yesterday afternoon, a block from the Capitol, just outside of the Dane County Jail. A man in his mid-30s is dead. Officers aren't calling the 2 people in custody suspects quite yet. We are expecting more information during a press conference scheduled for today.
Police say they have taken a suspect into custody over the January shooting at Beloit Memorial High School. On January 29th, 19-year-old Jayon Broomfield was shot in the parking lot after a basketball game. The whereabouts of the shooter went unknown until this week. More on the investigation up right now on channel3000.com.
A man is in the hospital this morning with potentially life-threatening injuries after being stabbed in Monona on Westgate Road. Police say they have 1 person in custody on a parole violation. That investigation is ongoing.
The White House says President Biden will deliver remarks today on efforts to cut gas prices. They've been surging since the war on Ukraine began. According to reports, the president could announce plans to release up to 1 million barrels of oil a day from the nation's strategic petroleum reserve.
World Cup, here we come. Last night, the U.S. men's national team clinching their spot in the 2022 event happening this November in Qatar. In a tweet last night, the team wrote they've been waiting 8 years to get back to the biggest sporting event in the world. Last night, they actually fell short against Costa Rica 2-0, but they had enough other wins for them to qualify.
President Biden urging Congress to approve tens of billions of dollars in new COVID funding. He said the lack of funding could mean the administration wouldn't have enough vaccine supply to provide boosters in the fall. The administration also launching a new website, covid.gov. It's a one-stop online resource for information about vaccines, tests, treatments, and masks.
We continue to track that snow outside this morning. I want to take a moment to look at some of the cameras that we have around town here. We're starting with the camera here at the station. The snow is coming down downtown as well, and our temperature is at 31 degrees. I am seeing some of that snow accumulate on pavement, but most of our roadways are just wet at this point. Still use some caution. We're going to continue to keep that snow around for the next couple of hours before it winds down. Temperatures are around the freezing point. We'll top out around 35 as we start to move towards the afternoon, and know that while you're dealing with slick spots now, we will start to see that improvement by the time you're headed home for your evening commute.
All right, Chris Reese, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, folks. Stay tuned all day long for updates to your First Warn weather.